Hello and welcome back to another edition of Family Not Feud here on the Sidewalk Report, where we talk to two great families who have been running businesses downtown, and they are going to pass on their knowledge and talk more today about what it's like to be operating a business in downtown Newcastle. So this is episode 2, and that means the question box. And so in this box, we have questions that were submitted by members of the community. So I'm going to start with LaTanya. Don't act shocked. I'm not putting you on the spot here, but I'm looking over here and I have a question for Fancy Strawberry, the cafe that LaTanya has put in motion. And it says, is Fancy Strawberry hosting any Forward Lawrence County future event, like networking power-up, or the car show, or doing any other upcoming events, maybe staying open a little late and participating besides just your normal business hours?
Yes, so we were approached by Forward Lawrence County. We're members of the chambers, and they were asked of us to host one of their power-up meetings that they have in the community once a month, and they have it in various places where we can find out from new members and other members what's going on in their businesses, and we support each other. So I have the wonderful opportunity of hosting in August, the 22nd. It's going to be early in the morning. It's from 7:30 till 8:30. But apparently that's a time where like the commissioners and such and other business owners actually do their power-up talks, networking and things. So it's a free event. Anyone who's part of it, they're welcome to join us that day, and it'll be on the lounge side of Fancy Strawberry.
Okay, so in the magic question box here, we also have a question from the community that is asking Haney's, do you have any of those old commercials or old photographs from back in the day?
Do you remember doing those old commercials, Dad?
Yeah, we loved them. Yeah, we did a lot of nice commercials.
Now, Sid, did you act in your own commercials? Was that you?
Yeah.
Really? Like, I saw a commercial for Haney's when Sid, it looked like this was before AI, and they had, it looked like Sid was playing a woman who was being asked by a man. It looked like Sid was playing both parts.
Right. I go from one side of the table to the other.
Okay, so they didn't.
So you were dressed up as a woman.
Yeah.
Is that how you did it?
I don't know. I can't remember, but I think so. Yeah.
Show us that later.
Cute.
There's no Sid's sister. That was really a cute commercial.
Aww.
Yeah.
That was really a cute commercial.
Yeah.
I remember over the years my dad had a blast thinking of these commercials. Some of them were zany, and I remember going to the Rotary Club with my dad many times and talking about these crazy commercials that you were running at the time. I remember there's one, it was the summer sale, and you were on a boat. Do you remember you were on a boat in Marine State Park?
Yeah. And I caught a marlin, and I get a phone call the following day. There's no marlins in that lake.
So you had proof otherwise.
Yeah, that was the summer sale, and we brought back that commercial that we're going to start running and airing, just as a nostalgic little piece. But we're running the summer sale right now, coincidentally.
Okay.
To kind of bring it back.
We had one commercial. My sister was somewhat involved, but really not involved. But she did one where they were running the wrong way on a football field. We got the Red Hurricanes to run the wrong way, and the commercial was, so where are they running? They're going the wrong way. No, they're going to Haney's. They have a big sale.
That's cute. Aww.
It was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun.
We enjoyed that. I really had a ball with it. Yeah. Yeah, and I had one where I was in a Amish buggy. And I said, which way to Haney's? Well, you go to the second tree, the oak tree, and you make a left, and then you go a little ways and you make a right. He was telling me how to go to Haney's.
That was with one of the salesmen, I think.
Yeah.
The credit goes, I think, to Ralph McCary.
Ralph McCary.
And he had his wife involved.
Yeah, his wife. The funny thing is, his wife wanted to sit on the outside so they would take her picture and not his picture in the buggy that was going. We had I had a lot of fun with all that. I mean, those were good days, and I enjoy everything I've done.
Good.
Good.
If you
I
can, if you
really,
can say
really
that,
say
then
that,
you
and
are blessed.
The community's been very good to us.
Good. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and we appreciate everything that they've done.
that's great.
You
In
know,
fact, yesterday we had the mayor in,
yeah, the mayor came in, Mayor Lisco. We were, yeah, it was a
and I think
fun time.
Richard took a picture of him sleeping on one of our sofas or so. Was that right?
Yeah, you know, I think it's important, Dad, to make note to the community support that when you were not feeling well and you were going through some craziness with cancer,
Yeah.
you know, all of us siblings, you know, didn't really know how to continue the business in a really fertile fashion, you know, and we were all worried about your health.
Sure.
And
So was I.
so, you know, the business had temporarily closed, maybe it was a month or so, and to just have you just not be stressed out, and thank God you got rid of the cancer.
Yay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll give you a hand for that.
Thank you.
And it was the support of the community, and I think it was during that really short closure, Dad, there was so many emails and text messages on Facebook, and on Newcastle Breaking News and
Yeah.
Kimmy Hedlund's Facebook page. I mean, we are so unbelievably thankful to the people that had written such beautiful things about Haney's and about my dad's, you know, wishing him all the best. And we feel so fortunate to be a part of the Newcastle community. And it was, I think, with God's graces and a lot of love and support from the people in the community
That's right.
that really
Right.
helped you a great deal in your
Right.
recovery.
Right. And you know what? You have to think in your mind that you're going to get better, and then you got the support.
Yep.
And then you do have the support, and you do get better. But you have to think that you will.
Yes.
You got to think positive in your daily chores.
No, it's really,
That's true.
there's a lot of truth to that, you know, that your attitude and gratitude is really medicinal. I mean, medicinal, I should have said.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Right,
attitude
absolutely.
and gratitude. These are the things that lift spirits. These are the things that nurture our spirits and hold us up during, you know, the times when things are tough. That we just have to, you know, remember these things and that's what gets us through these dark times. I mean, and if you can stay on that path and you know, keep that in mind, you know, you're not gonna mess with the things that are gonna make you worse.
Yeah.
You know, you have to you know, practice self-respect, and you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm going through a rough time now, but I'm not gonna do something that is going to hurt me because I'm going through a rough time. I am going through a rough time. I'm going to do something that is going to heal me, that is going to help me.
Right.
And one of the things that I have found that has really been helpful to me when I've had, you know, difficult times and medical issues and things like that is giving back. You know, maybe a little volunteering and stuff like that, and trying to lift other people's spirits. And I know that when you folks, you know, posted, hey, Sid's doing better, Sid's coming back and stuff, it really seemed to cheer up the community. I mean, people were really responsive on Facebook, and you'd get all these little blue thumbs ups and things like that. So that, you know, you helped a lot of people when you did that.
You know, I think that everybody has somebody in their family that suffers or has suffered from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Dad, you had bladder cancer, and you were open about it, and it was crazy times for our family, but in everybody's family has these things. And I think to be able to speak about it candidly, you know, was meaningful, and you could relate to it.
Yeah, people don't feel isolated.
Yeah.
when the generation, like when my mother was sick, then everything was kind of hush hush, you know. But I think, you know, a lot of people complain about everything being out in the open and stuff like that, but there's so much more support now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when people are going through things and stuff, to be able to give it a name and speak it out loud and just say, yeah, I'm on that team or whatever, and, you know, then, you know, it kind of lifts you, because just hiding like you have something to be ashamed of, you don't. I mean, you know, these things happen to everyone, and it connects us more as the human family to realize that, you know, we're all in this together, and that we're all kind of fighting together. And so that's sort of me taking up all the oxygen. But here we are, we have you here, and I wanted to ask, you know, you've been doing a lot of the new things there, and you the digital marketing and driving the trucks and stuff like that. What can you tell me about, you know, some of being the new person?
Yeah, so sort of being at Haney's, being the new guy around the block, and looking up to my grandfather and father as, you know, leaders in the business, and how they have like rooted it in Newcastle culture so deeply, and how he had such positive support from the community. And I think I come in and I try and have the business evolve in a way that can appeal to a wider demographic than just people my dad's age, his old friends from high school and college, and people that have known my grandfather for many years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm trying to work on things like the website,
Yeah.
build that up, make that more modern, post on social medias like Instagram and Facebook, and sort of have maybe even more of an engagement with the community than we've had in the past.
Now, one thing I know about the younger generation, not calling you guys out or anything, but you guys have a relationship with games and gaming and stuff like that. I'm an old lady here. I mean, I haven't really had that relationship, but you know what for Haney's, I mean, they're the old school, you know, living room setup. I mean, that isn't really what gaming's about anymore. And are there different chairs and different things like that you guys or things that you're going to be bringing, possibly thinking of? And
Yeah, so gaming wise, well, we had this black sofa, which was really nice. It had the built-in speakers, and you could plug in your TV, and I think it's more so for watching like the Steelers play, but it's a real nice experience.
Yeah, we have some of these chairs with speakers right in them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you feel like you're immersed, you know, to the ball game. And they have massage or heaters right with them. I mean, it's really kind of slick. It's really a lot of fun.
yeah, I used to have my cat do that, but now they have all these high-tech chairs that'll sit there, and they'll take care of your back and take care of everything else for you. Not bad, you know. That way my cat
Right.
can retire, you know. She doesn't need to work so hard. Yep. So for you guys, I know that you're putting in lots of you know, more updated and fun type of cafe recipes.
Yeah.
And-
With some of our muffins, we already talked about the antibiotics in the last episode. But we have like blueberry waffle, fruity pebbles.
Yes,
is
that
a
one I
nice
saw.
one. My favorite one is our Java muffin or Java chip muffin, and it's double chocolate with coffee in it. It's so good. And then I put a chocolate covered espresso bean on top of it.
Sounds delicious.
Very decadent.
Monique, she takes care of all of our social media stuff between her and Taryn both.
Yeah, we post a lot of TikToks.
They do a lot of. I have
Oh, okay.
nothing. I'm forbidden to do
We-
any of that. They fired me
It's
from
too
that a long
cringy
time
for you.
ago.
I'm sorry.
They do it all.
We had our Facebook
We have
page.
a Facebook.
Our Facebook page got hacked and it got taken down. So we're gonna have to restart with that, and we're gonna be posting new videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
We're also gonna make an Instagram and a TikTok, because a lot of like other like cafes, shops, like similar to ours, are doing really well on TikTok, and I think that'd be really good for us.
And I've been going like live on TikTok on my personal page, and everyone really loves it. So they've been asking for us to have our own Fancy Strawberry page so that we can go live there and stuff.
Well, I know Facebook does have a thing where you can load up like a little video and go Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the Eastside Grove with Kenny Rice and stuff. They took some empty lots and they have planted orchards and other gardens for the community. And they have all kinds of great things going on there. They have the little library. They also have like an open pantry and stuff. It's just a very vibrant little slice of town. But when he's been at events like doing the cleanups around town and stuff like that, he'll do like Facebook Live videos.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be like, hey, we're live, we're cleaning up, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've covered a few of those. And so Facebook also has that, like if you wanted to do live from your sale or something like that,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
he just posts like a 1 minute thing, like, you know, here we are, come on down. You know, he's a lot of fun, and I think what they're doing over there is, you know, just really, really cool. I mean, just getting rid of the, you know, the dead sort of structures, tidying it up, but it was really cool to see, you know, apple tree, pear tree, you know, all these things like that planted here in these community garden space and stuff. You know, there, like you said, there's a lot of possibilities, a lot of
Absolutely.
potential here in Newcastle.
Lots of potential.
We're very fortunate to be part of the community. We really are.
We're glad that we could come here and talk with you, and
Good.
you invited us. Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much.
moderating,
I'm
Dante.
glad.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that we can bring you guys together. So, another part of what I like to do after we go through our questions is talk about wishes. Like, what are your wishes for Newcastle, and your wishes for, you know, your business to survive and, you know, go into the future? So I've always been picking on her first, so I'm going to let you guys go first. Who wants to go first? You want to
I
take
can
it,
go
Sid?
first.
Okay.
I think that the location of Newcastle is superb to the area, and we need to promote it more, where we are and how far we are from different areas. And we're somewhat in the center of a little group of houses, homes, and we really don't appreciate our location, but it's a great location. And if we can only get the community to realize how important this area is, we could promote it a little bit more.
Well, I think Newcastle is promoting it well. I think there's been a lot of businesses in the downtown that have
Oh,
unfortunately
yeah,
left.
absolutely.
Is what you mean. And
Yeah, and
and I think that the location of the downtown is central, and you're hopeful that it's gonna continue to revive itself.
I think it will. With your help, we thank you for all the support that
Thank
you
you.
have given Newcastle, and we appreciate your efforts in that
Thank you.
regard.
Now, what are your wishes? We didn't get your wishes for Newcastle and such.
Yeah, I think I agree with my father how once Newcastle was vibrant and it was exploding, and I wish to see that it flourishes like that again.
Okay,
I wish to see a lot of businesses come back and expand.
good, and then, you know, continue on for generations
Yep.
and
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yes.
So, let me see, any
Very nice.
wishes
Well,
for Newcastle?
We have where, especially with Fancy Strawberry and the family of Fancy Strawberry, we want
That's
to see
mine.
smaller
Take that.
business grow as well.
Mhm.
Because you have a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs that they are getting themselves rooted here. And in order for Newcastle to survive, you got to support the businesses.
Mhm.
And, you know, it's our hope that, you know, that the community continues to support, but other businesses support one another
Right.
in helping each other grow, advertise with each other, you know, bounce ideas off of each other, you know, collaborate with each other. Fox Pizza Den, we've collaborated together to come up with ideas with campaigning for advertisement. The owner here in Wilmington Road, Michael, wonderful family, wonderful guy. We've come up with ideas also with Marcotte Construction. They're, just coming together, which is so important, no matter how big, no matter how small, in order to see the city thrive.
Yeah. Well, I think also the events, I mean, I'm glad that the concert series moved back downtown.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad that this, it gives people to walk around and look around and see what's here.
So beautiful to see that the fireworks festival. Oh my, it was so busy, and we were open, and just to see different families, groves of families coming and going and coming and going, and to see something new happening, and you could feel their energy. They're so excited of things happening in Newcastle that they need it. That's all we ever hear. Newcastle needs this. Newcastle needs this.
Right.
You have the naysayers. Well, no, where they're not ready for the growth. Whether they're ready or not, as leaders, you help them into the new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where our young people come from, because they're our future.
Yes.
And we need to support them and encourage them,
Well, on that front, I do want to give a big thank you, and I'm sure everyone else here feels the same way. Right now, we are filming all of this at Game Changer Studio.
Yes.
And that is an after-school program founded by Laura Colvin. And we're 99% of the time, and I think behind the scenes today, we have kids. They like to be called youth, that are being supervised and trained in the art of podcasting and learning skills and stuff here. So whenever the Sidewalk Report is very fortunate enough to come in here and record at Game Changer Studio, we're helping to support the younger generation in learning these skills and stuff. And, when I was making the decision as to, my friends were telling me, you should branch out a bit and do some podcasts. I wanted to do something that would give back, and this place does give back in so many ways.
Yes.
And so I'm very thankful for their support, because without them, I wouldn't, really be able to do this. And I think, it's good to let people of Newcastle meet the people that are running the businesses here and running other endeavors here. And
Well, Dante, kudos to you, Dante, and
Thank
kudos to Game Changers for bringing us together and making a nice voice for the community.
It was very nice.
Very nice.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your help.
Thank you. So, for closing thoughts, we haven't really picked on you guys yet that much. So do you have, we'll start with you guys. What sort of closing thoughts do you want to offer for your visions of Newcastle? Maybe if you have ideas for Newcastle, ideas for downtown and younger people in business, and what sort of ideas do you have? 'Cause
It's blowing
Well,
up.
So, what I would say for advice to any of the young people out here: don't try to put yourself in the mold. Be the one that breaks the mold. Be original. Do what you want to do, and do what makes you happy. Don't just do something because you feel like you're forced to do into it.
Yeah, Taryn has been that mold breaker. So let's just say that, and I have to really just thank God for Newcastle, and I can't wait to see what the Lord has in store for Newcastle with the growth and the expansion for our future.
and Monique, we haven't picked on you yet.
I think Newcastle is just going to continue growing, especially with our youth. Our youth is getting really strong. Our people are really independent. We know what we're doing, and we know what we want to see for the future of Newcastle, and I know we'll just continue to grow. So,
And she's only 14.
Yes.
So it's mind blowing to see 14, 16, and this age of how their minds are different. They're business oriented. They want to do more. They want to explore.
so many of my friends
know.
have so many great business ideas. They're trying to do things with their life, and I think it's really good.
I think that's awesome. I mean, when I was 14, I wasn't nearly as polished and focused as you.
I
And when I
know.
was 16, I wasn't as polished and focused as
Me
you.
neither.
Yeah, I was, took me a long time to be able to rein in the brain,
Yes.
But I really think it's, that you two, you, and I mean, three, are just a great example of, that you're focused, that you're doing something, and that you are making plans and learning things.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for these two. They've helped me grow. And I'm a semi-older lady, so, and I listen to their ideas and they have a voice.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, just, don't break the bank, but let's do it. Yeah, so I'm very thankful for them. I'm thankful for the community too.
Yeah.
Very
I've
thankful.
seen Monique grow so much since we started Fancy Strawberry. She's grown so much.
I've gotten
Like,
better to
she's gotten
talking
better.
to people as well.
She can talk to a person across the counter now.
Yeah.
Well, I know what that's like. I mean, when I first started being on podcasts, other people's podcasts, I was an ummer. That just sort of seemed to be like the only word I had in my vocabulary. But I know what you go through being behind the counter, and you're very conversational and you're very good behind there. And congratulations. But let me see, what are.
So I think from the Shankin family, I think we're just really hopeful to have continued growth.
Yeah.
In Newcastle, and it's really wonderful to see people from the community pull together in times of need. And I say generally the time of need, but I mean with my dad, I really feel so unbelievably gracious to really have the community behind his recovery. And I think the business it's certainly, in my opinion, it looks better than it's ever looked.
It's because he's running it.
Yeah, right. With your help, Dad. It's really, I am
And
very
he's
lucky.
helping.
I'm very lucky to be able to still work with my dad.
Good.
At the ripe old age of what, 87?
87.
87, and my little 16-year-old boy. And, little boy. So hopefully we'll have another couple generations in Haney's for sure.
Good. Well, I
Thank you
hope,
very much.
I hope for continued success for all of you, and then to see other family businesses, just thrive, and like I said, the best way for us to help them is to shop at them, and when you're making purchases, remember, try to choose a local business if you can. I mean, because it helps preserve these legacies. It helps preserve like a 14-year-old learning on the job and stuff. That's so important, to have the opportunity to, be able to learn at a place and be schooled by your family. It's a very unique experience, and, we want to support that. And so that is going to wrap things up here for episode 2 of Not Family Feud here at the Sidewalk Report. And we thank you very much. We also want to give gratitude to the audience, because without the audience, where would we be? And we are thankful for that as well. Go visit Fancy Strawberry Cafe next to the library. Go visit Haney's when you are making furniture choices. And thank you for, keeping the businesses and the Sidewalk Reporter, going, because without you, we wouldn't be here.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Okay.
having us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Hello, and thank you for watching this episode of the Sidewalk Report. Stay tuned and keep an eye out, because we will have more episodes on this and other topics. Questions, thoughts, comments? Do share. I am Dante, and this is the Sidewalk Report.